Alright guys, this is my 12 out Cummins, and last video you saw, we got all the mechanical work done to this 5.9. But today, we are doing the accessories. Now I'm talking new bumper valence, new mirrors, exhaust tip, a bunch of other stuff. Because I recently started daily driving this truck, and this ain't legal. So here's what we got. We got a nice TSO 4-inch to 6-inch exhaust tip. I got a white bullet antenna, some new mirrors, and then we'll have to go to the junkyard for that front bumper valence. But I want to start with these mirrors. So obviously, to take off the mirror, we gotta get the door card off, and mine are held on by self-tappers. There's 3 on this side, 2 on that side, 2 on the bottom, and then 1 long screw right there. Let's get this guy off. And there we go. Now we can get to the 3 bolts holding on the mirror. Oh, bro, I was really gonna use that. And now that we have the studs in here, this guy can go over here somewhere. And then this guy can go on. Okay, Loki doesn't line up with the bolt holes. Man, you order $30 mirrors from Amazon and you'd expect the parts to fit, but the old ones fit, so we're dialed. Okay, I see the vision. Now we come here and snug these bolts up. And we got a new mirror. Okay. I'm fucking with it. Now, we just gotta throw this door card back on. This generally just looks so much better. Brand new, no scuff marks. I got the mirror glass. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let's go ahead, get this other side done. I honestly just couldn't resist putting on that bullet antenna. New mirror with the glass. Bullet antenna. About to put on the exhaust tip after I put on the other mirror. And then tomorrow after school, I'm gonna go to a junkyard in Wasilla and get a new front bumper valence, and then she'll be dialed. All right, so this one has the glass, but it's really sun faded, and this truck has a salvage title because of a front end fire, as you can see. And this one was affected by it really bad, and some previous owner painted it red, so it's coming through a little bit. So I'm just gonna replace this one while I'm here. But I'm not gonna record it just because you guys already saw me do the other side. When working on an old truck like this, it's the little things that make you question stuff. Like, why is this door only half painted? And why is this mirror held on by 1 bolt? Alrighty, once again, this plate that came with the kit wasn't the right bolt holes, but the rear one, the old one was still intact, so we got that bolted on. Now I just gotta get this door card on, and then we're almost done. Now we got this mirror on, so we're fully done with the door cards in on both sides and the mirrors in, so I'm really happy. Now it's time to throw on the TSO exhaust tip, but first, we got some stickers to throw on. All right guys, now it's time to bang out this exhaust tip. I think it'll look pretty good. Well, some idiot previous owner welded this on and put the clamp on, so I kind of just cut it off. And so now I'm worried about how much of the exhaust tip you'll be able to see from like about here, because you can't even see the exhaust. Yeah, you see, oh my God, bro. I swear if I spent $400 on this tip and you just still can't see it, I'm gonna be so pissed. This is exactly what I was worried about. You can barely see it, bro. I guess I'm just gonna mount it there because I don't really know what else to do. Just in case y'all are wondering, the underbed of like a 2nd gen Dodge is pretty comfortable. Okay. I gotta lie, it's really comfortable in here, bro. We got the exhaust tip in. Let me get my fat ass out and I'll show you it from the outside. Touch it. So I don't know who it was, but the previous owner welded the old exhaust tip on pretty far, and I actually had to cut a lot of the original piping off. But you can see the TSO, it looks pretty good with the bullet antenna, the new mirrors, and the stickers on the back. So really the last thing we need right now is a front bumper valence. The next clip you guys see, we're going to the junkyard. So now that we got a new upper bumper valence, I need to go ahead and pull my lower one off so I can paint it black to match. Well, it's certainly not perfect, but I cleaned it up. I hit it with the propane torch to get rid of all the sun fade, and then I also took some sandpaper and kind of smoothed out these spots that are messed up a little bit. It is so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead, run into town, grab some spray paint, pull the lower bumper valence off, get it paint matched, throw these both on, see what it looks like. All right, so like you guys saw, upper valence is completely done, ready to put on the truck. I just pulled off the lower one, and I'm gonna go ahead, let it dry, then I'm gonna clean it and scuff it up, prep it for paint, because I'm gonna be painting it black to match the upper one. I've seen a couple black second gens on TikTok with color matched bumper valences, and it looks pretty darn good. So I went ahead and got some high temp plastic paint so that this will hold up to the UV rays. And I have a little bit of clear coat left over if I want to make it shine a little bit more. And I wanted to get adhesion promoter, but I don't have a JOB, so that was kind of not an option. So I used the foam cleaner, and I got most of the dirt off. I want to go ahead, hit it with some sandpaper and Scotch-Brite, and then get some degreaser on it. Then we can get the paint on. Change of plans. I found some prep spray and some self-etching primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down, use the prep spray, then prime it, wet sand it, and then get that paint on. So I got the surface scuffed up pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead, use this prep spray, and then once that dries, I'll throw some primer on, and I'm gonna go ahead, wet sand it with this 400 grit. And then we'll throw on the paint. All right, I got the whole thing degreased. We're gonna go ahead, shoot a little bit of self-etching primer, and get this thing ready for some paint. Alrighty, the primer is looking good. I'm gonna go ahead, let this dry for about an hour, 2 hours. So the primer's been drying for about a couple hours, and as you can see, it is really dry. So I'm gonna go ahead, wet sand it, and basically got some water in the spray bottle, and you want a little bit of soap. That's honestly probably too much. So basically, we got our water and soap right here. You just want to spray it down, get it really moist. And then you want to use a light grit sandpaper. I'm using 400. Just come in here and kind of scuff up the primer. And once this is all done, the primer will be smooth and slightly roughed up, so the paint will stick great. So the primer is all wet sanded down. It's pretty smooth, so I think we're ready to shoot some paint. All right, well, first coat of the paint is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for probably about a day. So it's been about a day, the paint is dry. And even with just this first coat, it's looking pretty good. It's like the exact color I want to kind of match the valence. I'm gonna go ahead, warm it up, get the can warmed up, do my second coat. As you can see, it's pretty thin in some spots, and I'd like to do a second coat either way. So let's go ahead, get to spraying. All right, well, I got the second coat on. It all turned out pretty good, except for over here. It is starting to run a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. So I think what I'll do is just let this dry, and then once it's dry, I will go ahead, wet sand it, and then do the last coat. All right, guys, I'm super excited. It's the next day. We got the 12L pulled up. The bumper valance is dry. We're gonna go ahead, set it on the bumper with the clips, and then run all the bolts in at the bottom. I'm super excited. It's already looking a lot better with this upper bumper valance, so let's just get this bottom one on. Holy shit, dude, it looks so good. I'm gonna go ahead, throw all these hex bolts in the bottom of the valance, and then we'll take it out and get some pictures. All right, guys, well, this is the end of today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. Pretty much all we did was we threw on the TSO exhaust tip, we got the bullet antenna on, both new mirrors, we got a fresh bumper valance, and we painted the lower bumper valance. It is looking so good now. I'm so happy with how this truck is turning out. So next video I think we're gonna do is I wanna make the cab a little bit quieter. It drones pretty bad above 55. So I wanna order some new weather stripping and some stuff like that just to make it quieter. But like I said, that's the end for today's video. So make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends. Check out the second channel and check out my Instagram, my TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. And I really do appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think about the second gen in the comments down below.